here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Soka, and this is my Joker build that I'm going to be going over today. I have finished it off, and I'm ready to showcase it. So as you can see, the attack speed is low, the crit chance is low, the critical damage is low. The reason being is because you don't need to focus on them. Also, my damage is low, you don't need to focus on that. The thing that's of primary importance is Aether, and your chance of landing Aether. My stasis chance is at 42, but 35 I found to be a safe zone. It's good. It's a good area to be in. You'll notice my toughness is extremely high, and that is because while stacking toughness, you will gain more Aether damage, which means your hits will hit harder. The other benefit is you will get more health, and you will get more health regen. You will have to take health regeneration nodes if you want to increase this, or you grab this skill set here, which is the Disallowing Vessel, along with the Secure Parry. And what that will do is that will give you this little thing that once you get 10 inexorable points, you will notice your resistance and your recovery go up incredible, which is kind of what you want. You want to keep that up there. And the reason for that is we no longer have block and efficiency. We have very little. So to compensate for that, we go with the health regen and we get some good resistance. Let's go over my skills. First one is the Wings of Ishmir. I chose this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. You can go over them yourselves to see how you like it. For my Warpath, I chose this route along with that. And I think the reason why I chose the Burning Lifeblood was for the area of effect. It's actually very, very nice when you use that skill to have those trailing aethers running behind you, because it deals quite a lot of damage when the mobs are. It slows them and it hits them. It's very nice. I use Tracker's Reach instead of my tried and true Flight of Gavanir. If you want extra damage, you can go this route, but the reason why I chose this is because I wanted to pull the mobs in. It's just easier to group them this way instead of jumping around and chasing things. I don't want to, so I use Sovereign Shout, and I use it this way. I chose Hold the Line, and I chose Marble House instead of the Conqueror's Will for the stun, because I'm not really worried about stunning the mobs. It helps, but it's not a main factor. What's nice is to have more resistance and to have more block. Now, the reason why you have the more block is because it coincides with Juggernaut, meaning I cast that, this is going to go up a little bit. When the buff runs out, this should actually drop down a little. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. The reason why it's dropping down a little is because when I use Sovereign Shout, it's increasing my... right there. It's no, it's this one. It's giving me increased block chance, and the increased block chance is allowing that to go up, as you can see right there. It's just that means that when I cast it and I release, I get more damage. That's all. One of the benefits. For Juggernaut, here's my little build setup. I just chose for pretty much max absorption, decreasing damage when there's projectiles, just in case, you know, sometimes instead of me using it as an attack skill, I can use it actually as a blocking skill. And then, of course, max absorption, and then the cooldown, followed by more max absorption. So you could actually swap this out for anything else that you wanted if you so deem it, but you could lower the rage cost if you like, but to me, this was the most beneficial. Then for the Bleeding Edge, I went this route. This is my tried and true route. This is the route that I love. I know a lot of people tend to go this way because they want that burning damage, or that burning stack, I don't care for that. I want more damage, and I'd rather have that than 56. I'd rather have 63. Okay, in this one I'm going over my gear. This is the weapon that I'm using. The rage conservation time on it is kind of crappy, but everything else on it I really like. The occult ailment is a very nice thing, the fire touch as well as the aether damage. The occult damage, when I first looked at this weapon I thought it was crap, but then after I did a little testing I came to realize this is probably one of the best weapons I could ever get for this build. Just because you want a lot of aether damage. The more aether damage you have, the better. My boots, stack and toughness, and HP, along with the H regen. The gloves, toughness as well, with rage and willpower cost decrease. Those are some nice. If I could get HP regen on this, I would, but it rolled this way and I like it. The other gloves, I have the HP regen with the toughness, and it gave me some extra HP. Love it as well. The 25 resource generation is also very beneficial because it allows me, when I do my hits with my basic attacks, to regen quite a bit. I believe it's I have 365 on hit, and that helps out a lot. It's like 2 or 3 hits and I'm almost back to full. So I could be all the way down, you know, from just constant hitting, and then I would just do 1 or 2 hits and bam, I'm up there. So it's really nice, especially if you ever run out of your pots. On the shoulder pieces, once again, rage and willpower cost decrease, along with toughness. The one thing you want to focus though is toughness, and then regen, and then anything else. But I got this roll, so I was happy. Same thing over here, I got toughness, regen, and then whatever else rolled, I'm happy. Helmet, I got the, it was great that I got a lot of resistance on it. The agility, I wish it would have rolled toughness, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I like it, so I'm keeping it. And then I have my chest piece over here that, this is another one I re-rolled. The one I used to have, I still have it, but no, not that one. Where are you? I think it's in, is it in 1? Should I say, where the hell did I put it? I got too much crap, man. Come on, where are you? There you are. Alright. So here's some cool things. Sometimes I'll roll around with this one just for shits and giggles. I mean, I'll have 80%, 78, and 79, but it's nice to be at around 300k. And look at that health regen. I mean, that's primo stuff. That's nice. But my aether damage goes down a bit, so I just don't use that. This one, which was my other resistance build one, as you can see, the difference between the two is that the one on the right has transfer time and greater cooldown, which is more beneficial to me, but it also has the toughness, and toughness is what I want. Toughness helps. However, in this build I have a ridiculous amount of resistance, so I'm still debating if sometimes I want to use this, if it's more beneficial than this one. But the reason why I like this is because of the transfer time, and to be quite honest, just I'm only minusing myself by like 3% in resistance, and I'm already high, so it really doesn't matter too much. But let's go into a run here so you guys can see.
Doesn't need no opera here for the operation. We don't need a bigger knife. Yeah. 'Cause we got guns, we got guns, we got guns, we got guns, we got guns. kiss, blows a kiss, blows a kiss, will blow you to pieces. We're killing strangers, we're killing strangers, we're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. We got guns, motherfuckers better run. We got guns, motherfuckers better run. We got guns, motherfuckers better run. We got guns, motherfuckers better. We're killing strangers, we're killing strangers, we're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. We're killing strangers, we got guns. We're killing strangers, we got guns. We're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love.
Here's the tree so you guys can see it out. What I ended up doing closer to the end is that I went this route. These are the extra nodes that you really don't need, but I grabbed them because I completed my build. And it's this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. And then it was this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 extra nodes after completing my build that I didn't know where to go. So I decided to just get some more toughness. I got a little bit more wisdom, and then I got some more health regen, some HP, some resistances as well. But that's it. Just so you know, you don't need this one, this one, this. Those were just something I added at the end. So this build is very reachable at an early stage. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's really fun. I like it. I'm laughing at the amount of damage I do. Take care. Be safe. Tschüss.